my channel. Today I will explain capacitance of cylindrical capacitor. If you have checked my previous video, you will get the concept of parallel plate capacitor. Two more coatings I have explained, that is, one is cylindrical, another one which we are going to deal with will be spherical. So here we have taken the first plate, that is in form of a cylinder, and when we have taken this in form of a cylinder, here you see on this first plate, which is inner plate, we have supplied plus q charges, and this plus q charges we have supplied, and because of that we are going to get electric field. So we can take here this electric field in direction, and also this a surface we have taken, so that will be ds. So like that we will get here one electric field and area vector in the same direction. So when we have to find out eds, it will be a eds cos 0. Then outer plate will also be cylindrical, but it will be connected to earth and it will get induced with negative charges. So now we cannot apply here direct Q equals to V upon D, because the region around the first plate and second plate will not be having uniform. That electric field will be uniform, but it will be the different distances varying, so V also will be changing. It is not fixed. Electric fines are radial but not parallel. They are existing radially outward, but they are not parallel. So we will apply this first formula. We will find out electric field, that is E equals to dV upon dr. That is, electric field is always equal to negative of potential gradient, but here we have taken only magnitude, so we have not considered the sign, and we will find out dV equals to EdR. How to get E? Now we must know what should be the value of this E for this particular cylindrical plate capacitor. Here you have to take help of Gauss theorem. EdS equals to phi. Now what should be the ds here? 2 pi RL, because in this lateral surface area only 2 pi RL will consider. If we will go with this, the flux will be 0, because the angle between E and ds will become 90 degree. Electric field is supplied in this direction and area vector will be in this direction, making so we have to consider the ds only lateral surface area of that cylinder, whose radius can be r and length can be l. And finally E we are getting, and phi equals to q upon epsilon 0. From where we are getting this formula? We are getting this formula from Gauss theorem, and we'll compare these two. E equals to q upon 2 pi epsilon 0 RL. Now we will substitute the value of this E in equation number 1, and when we substitute the value of E in equation number 1, and then we will integrate within the limits A and B. Why? Because the electric field is produced between the plate A and B in this region only. Inside, charges do not exist. Here we have given positive charge and outer plate have got induced with negative charge. So electric field will be existing between. So the limit we have taken A to B. So then potential we have integrated q upon 2 pi RL 1 upon r dr. So when we are integrating 1 upon r dr, it is coming log ER, and integration limit will be from A to B. Finally, applying the principles of log B minus log A, first we will apply the principle of limit, and then log B minus log A can also be written as log B upon A, exponential function. And now capacitance equals to q upon V. So q upon q by 2 pi epsilon 0 L log E B upon A. This q and q will get cancelled, and as that gets cancelled, we are getting the formula here, that is C equals to 2 pi epsilon 0 L upon log E B by A. Again you see what you are observing. Anywhere you are finding Q? No. Who was responsible for charging the capacitor? Q. What is stored in this capacitor? Q. But you see, capacitance of the cylindrical capacitor also is independent of Q, but it depends on dimension, length, radius of first plate, a radius of second plate, epsilon 0, that is the nature of insulating medium between the two plates. Similarly, we will come to now spherical capacitor. So when we are dealing with spherical capacitor, more or less the concept is same, only what is going to change here. So just with this I will deal the part. We can make here, instead of cylindrical, I will write here spherical. I have done this so that both the derivations you may be quite confident with. Here we are having one plate, that is positive charges are given to it having radius A, and outer plate we are connected to earth similarly, and it is induced with negative charges and the radius is B. Again this is cylindrical. Instead of cylindrical, now we are dealing with the spherical capacitor. So what else will change here? E equals to dV upon dr will remain as it is. Okay, then dV equals to E dot dr. Okay, how to get E by Gauss theorem? E ds into phi, that we know. What will be ds? Now Gaussian surface area which we are going to take here, that will be in form of sphere, and if it is having radius r, then it will become E into 4 pi r square phi, and phi equals to q upon epsilon 0 by Gauss theorem. And now when we will completely compare the two terms of phi, what we are going to get equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon r square. Clear? Now we will substitute the value in equation number 1. So we will get here dB equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon r square dr. We have to find out the potential 0 to B and A to B. What will be the limit for radius again? A to B. Why we have to integrate? Because here also we are not having any uniformity. Means the lines are not parallel, but they are radially outward. They are moving radially outward. They are not parallel. So we are having now here we will get as such, and it will become 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q and 1 upon r square dr A to B. When you will integrate it, you are going to get B equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q, and it will become minus 1 upon r A to B. I have not integrated, but you can do it as a simple process, and here you will get here 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q. It will become minus of 1 upon B minus of 1 upon A, or you will get here 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q 1 upon A minus 1 upon B, or 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q. It will become here B minus A upon AB. B minus A upon AB. Why we have taken this 1 upon B, plus will come here, minus will come here. This is the value of V. Now we have to find out the capacitance. So capacitance as per formula, it will be Q upon B. Substituting the value from the equation number 1 to the equation number 2, we will get Q upon 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q, that is B minus A upon AB. Again Q and Q will be cancelled. It will become 4 pi epsilon 0 AB upon B minus A. Again you see capacitance of a spherical capacitor without any Q existing there. So again capacitance is independent of charge supplied or charge stored, but it depends on dimensions, that is A and B. A and B is radius of two plates, and nature of insulating medium between the plate, that is epsilon 0. So this was the two types of plates of capacitor which was to be explained here. That's all for today's video. Thank you.